there, just popped on very quickly, this won't be a long video. I just thought I'd show you me put my stylers in. So I'm wet plopping at the moment. I've just had a shower. I washed with my Anita Grant shampoo bar, and then I followed up with an ACV rinse, and then I'll show you actually, and the Curly Ellie hair mask. I've already picked my stylers out, so I know they've got no protein in them, so I needed a bit of balance. So this has quinoa in it. So the reason I like this mask is you don't need to leave it on for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 2 hours, your whole life. Who has the time? It's literally, you know, a 5 to 10 minute or a couple of minutes and rinse it out. So like I say, I'm just wet plopping. All I did once I rinsed my conditioner out was flip my hair upside down, and I combed through with my Denman. Now I've removed 3 of the rows. Can you see that? Because my hair is quite thin, it's a lot finer in texture, so I find that this doesn't break up the clumps too much, whereas if you had thicker, much curlier hair than me, you'd want all the rows to get as much sort of definition as you like, if you like that kind of look. So for me, less is more, so I've taken 3 rows out of my brush. Just while we're talking about the Denman, actually, my mum was a hairdresser in a past life before she had me and my brother, a very long time ago, and this was the only brush that was ever in our household. She swears by Denman brushes, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, it's funny that I now willingly use this, because this was always a tool of torture when I was a child. I had long, wavy, thick hair down to my ass, and my mum would brush it with this bad boy. So anyway, enough about that. Yeah, so all I did was, when it was soaking wet, brush through and over, flipping over, and don't touch it, and just shake it and let it kind of settle into its own clumps, and then adjust. The only reason I'm wet plopping, honestly, I'm not really fussed about wet plopping. The only reason I'm doing it is so that I could make myself presentable before we went on video. So I'll just take this out. So that's what it looks like. So it's still in its clumps. Because I brushed it through and it's soaking wet, there's not a lot of frizz in between, it's quite smooth. You can better see that. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, it's not dripping wet, but it's wet. So I just kind of shake it till it does what it wants to do. I kind of let my hair do what it wants to do. I don't get too caught up in placing it where it should be or trying to make it go in a certain direction. I learned a long time ago that that's just setting myself up for frustration and disappointment. So now I just let it do what it wants to do. So first off, I'm going to use the main choice. This is the Peach Black Tea and Vitamin Fusion Mousse. As you know, I'm a big mousse fan. It's perfect for my texture hair. It's very, very lightweight, doesn't weigh my hair down. I can go heavy-handed with it, which I like, but without worrying about the end result. So I can put tons of this on and not worry that I'm going to have producty feeling hair or that it's going to be heavy or flat. Whereas anything that says use a small amount or use sparingly, that just brings me out like a wee ball of anxiety, because I mean, that's just making life difficult as far as I'm concerned, or having to mix things with water or whatever. If it works, great, fantastic, but I just know that's not a method that's going to make this as simple and easy for me. I don't want to spend all day on my hair. So yeah, this is why I'm a big fan of mousse. So this is the one of choice today. This is This is lighter. I quite often use the Pink Lemonade mousse from from this brand, which has a slightly like harder hold, not harder, stronger hold. But this one's very light, so it's good for layering. Because today I'm going to put a bit of gel on top. Oh God, I've lost count already. What's that, maybe 5 or 6 pumps? I'm sure someone will correct me. There we go. So all I do is I flip my hair over and then I just lightly graze the mousse through the under. I don't know if you can see actually. And then with what's left, which is still loads, I'm going to do it on the front. You see that? And then I'm just going to lightly bring it up from the bottom. I'm not scrunching yet. Shake it where it wants to be and just put a little bit on the top, because that won't have, when my hair's been flipped over, I wouldn't have got that. Okay. Then I'm going to scrunch like crazy. I might try and then I'm just going to scrunch. So I scrunch and then pulse, because I don't want to keep scrunching in different places in case I create frizz. So instead I scrunch and then pulse. And I really do this for quite a long time. So I've scrunched my mousse in. I probably spent a little bit longer scrunching that in than I would do any other part of the process, if it seems like a lot. But that's the mousse in, that's what it looks like. So next I'm going to use the Mane Choice, the Kool-Aid gel. Really like this. It's got such a light, fresh smell. It kind of smells like fresh fruit. And it's got like a kind of custardy texture rather than gel. It's quite new for me, but I really like it. I just really like this brand. So I've got some on my hands, and again I'm just going to do the exact same thing. Flip my hair over, glide it down. The underside. A little bit on the top. Then at this point, I know Janelle does this as well actually, with what's left of my fingers, which is quite a little, I'm going to go in to my roots and lift them off my scalp. This is really important, otherwise my hair just sticks to my scalp, so it helps with volume. And then I'm going to do the exact same and just scrunch and pulse. The nice thing with these both being from the same brand is I know they're going to mix well together, so I don't need to worry about pilling or flakes. Oh, I just love that sound. So really do spend the time scrunching. It makes such a difference to your end results. Just encouraging that curl pattern. making sure the product is fully in your hair and it's all the way through as well. Because scrunching sort of helps catch any of the bits that you haven't managed in your application. Because as you see, I don't rake, I don't section, I don't do any of that because my curls are just too delicate. The second I start touching them or playing with them too much, obviously I know I'm touching them, but like in a finger combing or raking or praying hands way, they just, all my curls fall out and I just end up with like loose waves. I mean, I don't mind loose waves, but this is how I get the best kind of curly look. And that's me. That's how it looks. So now I'm going to diffuse my hair and I'll come back and I'll show you the end results. That is me dry, fully diffused, 100%. I've not scrunched out the crunch yet, so I thought we'd do that together. To be honest, it isn't much of a crunch. It is a very kind of soft hold, both the products that I used, but I'll show you fluffing anyway. So just start to break up my roots first. And I kind of like massage my scalp, same way you would as if you were shampooing, I guess, like small circular motions. This again lifts the hair away from my scalp, gives me the extra lift. I'll flip over and I'll just start to give it a good old shake. I'm not too gentle about this, to be fair, because for me personally I'd rather height than definition, but obviously each to their own. If you want to keep your definition, then you might be a bit more gentle than this. Flipping it from side to side, again try and get some extra volume. Let it kind of chill, let it do its thing, let it settle, as a lot of people say. Is it Good Gravy? It's Wavy that says that? Let it settle. Or Real Life Curly Girl. I can never remember. I'm sure they both say it. Cool, so that's the results. I'm pretty happy with that. It feels really soft, really light, doesn't feel producty. Oh, I might have some hair I need to separate if it gets too clumpy. And then what I tend to do if I don't have enough volume, I mean I'm quite happy with this, but I'll show you what I do anyway. I get some Sunny Isle black, Jamaican black castor oil. Literally just a spot on 3 fingers. This stuff's quite thick. Rub it on my fingertips. I don't need it on the palms of my hand because I'm only going to massage my scalp. Look at that, big volume. I have a real pet hate when people say that curly girls fake volume. Of course we do. What else are you gonna do? Of course you fake it. But that's my favourite way to fake it. And I do that every morning. Every morning before I leave house. I won't even refresh my hair until I've done a scalp massage to see if I can get some big hair going, and then if I can, then I won't even bother refreshing. But there you go. Hope that was helpful, or just sometimes it's quite fun to watch other people do their hair, isn't it? Like curiosity. But if you have any questions, then get in touch. Thanks for watching.